Think you can visit all 45 of Vancouver's most amazing spots in one trip? We challenge you to try. From breathtaking viewpoints to mouth-watering food markets, we've put together the ultimate Vancouver bucket list. How many can you tick off? Let's dive in and see what this incredible city has in store for you. First on our list is Vancouver's famous Seawall. This incredible path runs for 28 kilometers along the city's waterfront. It's the longest unbroken waterfront trail in the world. As you walk or bike, you'll see both city sights and nature views. On one side, there are tall buildings and busy streets. On the other, you'll spot wildlife and trees. Walking the Seawall is relaxing and lets you take in all the details. Biking is faster and gives you a fun ride with the wind in your hair. Either way, you'll pass by many of Vancouver's top spots. You can easily stop at places like Stanley Park or English Bay Beach. The Seawall is a must-visit for any tourist. It shows off the best of Vancouver's beauty and lets you see a lot in one go. Next, let's look at some of the amazing landmarks you can spot from the Seawall. As we follow the Seawall, a stunning sight comes into view. What's the story behind those giant white sails that seem to float above the water? Let's uncover the secrets of Canada Place and its Olympic neighbor. Canada Place, with its iconic white sails, is more than just a pretty face. Built for Expo 86, it now serves as a convention center, cruise ship terminal, and event venue. The sails were inspired by ships, honoring Vancouver's sea history. Inside, you can explore exhibits, enjoy great food, or take in amazing views of the harbor. Next door is Jack Poole Plaza, named after the man who helped bring the 2010 Winter Olympics to Vancouver. The plaza's star attraction is the Olympic Cauldron, a 10-meter-tall symbol of the Games. It's not just for show. The cauldron still lights up for special events, keeping the Olympic spirit alive in the city. These waterfront icons are must-sees for any visitor. They offer a perfect mix of history, culture, and stunning views. But Vancouver has so much more to offer. Let's head into the city's diverse neighborhoods to discover more hidden gems. What if I told you there's a place in Vancouver where you can step back in time and leap into the future on the same streets? Welcome to Gastown, where old-world charm meets cutting-edge cool. Gastown is Vancouver's oldest area, dating back to the 1860s. It's named after Gassy Jack Deighton, who opened the first saloon here. Today you can walk on cobblestone streets past old brick buildings, but inside those buildings you'll find modern shops and trendy restaurants. The famous steam clock is a must-see. Every 15 minutes it whistles and lets out steam, drawing crowds of curious onlookers. It's one of the few working steam clocks in the world. Gastown is perfect for both history lovers and trendsetters. You can learn about Vancouver's past while enjoying its present. Next, let's explore another historic part of the city that tells a different story. As we leave Gastown's cobblestone streets behind, get ready for a feast for your senses. Imagine walking through an ornate gate into a bustling world of sights, sounds, and smells that will transport you straight to the heart of Asia. Welcome to Vancouver's Chinatown, where tradition and modernity dance in perfect harmony. Vancouver's Chinatown is the third largest in North America. It's a vibrant area full of history and culture. The Millennium Gate marks the entrance to this lively neighborhood. As you walk through, you'll see old buildings next to new shops and cafes. Food is a big part of Chinatown's charm. You can try authentic dim sum or taste unique dishes like Cambodian Chinese food at Phnom Penh. The mix of old and new is everywhere. You'll find traditional herb shops next to modern ramen spots. Chinatown isn't just for tourists. It's home to many Chinese Canadians who keep their culture alive. You can see this during festivals and events throughout the year. It's a great place to learn about Vancouver's diverse history. After exploring Chinatown's rich heritage, let's move on to see how Vancouver embraces the future in its more modern areas. Vancouver isn't just about preserving history, it's also a master of reinvention. How did two rundown areas become the city's most coveted neighborhoods? The transformation of Yaletown and Cole Harbour might surprise you. Next on our list are Yaletown and Cole Harbour. These areas show how Vancouver can change old spaces into new hotspots. Yaletown used to be full of warehouses. Now it's home to trendy restaurants and shops. Cole Harbour was once industrial too. Today, it's lined with fancy condos and hotels. In Yaletown, you can relax in Davidland Park or visit the Engine 374 Pavilion. Cole Harbor offers a pretty marina and great views of the mountains. Both areas are known for good food and stylish living. Tourists should visit to see how cities can change. These spots show Vancouver at its most modern. They're perfect for shopping, eating, or just people watching. After seeing these sleek areas, let's head to a more colorful part of town. Think you've seen all of Vancouver's faces? Think again. What happens when you mix Italian espresso, Indian spices, and Canadian hospitality? The answer lies on a street that's been called Vancouver's most exciting cultural playground. Welcome to Commercial Drive, or The Drive as locals call it. This lively street is like a trip around the world. You'll find Italian cafes next to Indian restaurants and Middle Eastern shops. The Drive started as a home for Italian and Portuguese immigrants. Now it's a mix of cultures from all over. Walking down the Drive, you'll see colorful street art and busy shops. During the year, big festivals celebrate the area's diverse roots. The Italian Day Festival is a favorite, with lots of food and music. Tourists should visit the Drive to taste foods from around the world and feel Vancouver's community spirit. It's a great place to see how different cultures come together. After this global trip, let's check out Vancouver's welcoming LGBTQ+ areas. From world cuisines to world pride, Vancouver's diversity shines on. But did you know this city has a neighborhood where acceptance isn't just a word, it's a way of life? Let's step into a world where love knows no bounds. Next on our list are Davie Street, Denman Street, and the West End. These areas are the heart of Vancouver's LGBTQ+ community. The streets are full of color and life, but just a few steps away, you'll find quiet beaches and parks. One of the coolest things to see are the rainbow crosswalks in Davie Village. They're great for photos and show how welcoming the area is. The West End is also home to many LGBTQ+ owned businesses. You can find bookstores, cafes, and shops that cater to the community. Tourists should visit to feel the strong sense of community here. It's a place where everyone can be themselves. The mix of fun street life and calm beach vibes makes it special for both locals and visitors. After exploring these colorful streets, let's head to Vancouver's busy shopping areas and cultural spots downtown. Think shopping is just about buying stuff? In Vancouver's downtown, it's an art form. We're about to visit streets where high fashion meets high culture, and where a single block can take you from window shopping to world-class art. Are you ready to see how Vancouver blends commerce and creativity? Granville and Robson Streets are the beating heart of downtown Vancouver. Granville used to glow with neon signs, rivaling even Shanghai. Today, it's still a lively spot for shopping and nightlife. Robson Street is where you'll find fancy stores and local shops side by side. But it's not all about shopping. The Vancouver Art Gallery on Robson Street houses over 12,000 artworks. It's a must-see for art lovers. Nearby, Robson Square is a cool public space that hosts events year-round. It's a great place to take a break from shopping and enjoy some green space in the city. Tourists should visit this area to experience Vancouver's mix of culture and commerce. You can shop, see art, and enjoy city life all in one place. It's a perfect snapshot of what makes Vancouver special. Now let's move on to a newer part of town that's leading the way in sustainable living. From athletes housing to a model green community, Vancouver's Olympic Village has undergone a remarkable transformation. This neighborhood, built for the 2010 Winter Olympics, is now a thriving residential area. It's a place where eco-friendly living isn't just a goal, it's a reality. The village sits by the water and is full of green features. Buildings use less energy and have green roofs. There are systems to collect rainwater. These eco-friendly touches help reduce the area's impact on the planet. Visitors can see cool art like the giant bird sculpture. You can also try local craft beers at the Olympic Village's breweries. It's a great spot to see how cities can be both modern and green. Tourists should visit to experience the future of urban living. It's a chance to see how sustainable practices can create a vibrant community. Next, let's explore some areas outside the busy city center. Just a short drive from Vancouver's bustling center lies a secret paradise. Imagine a place where mountain meets sea, where you can paddle crystal clear waters in the morning and hike to breathtaking views by afternoon. Welcome to Deep Cove, Vancouver's best-kept secret. Deep Cove is a small village in North Vancouver with a big personality. It feels like a quiet coastal town, but it's a hotspot for outdoor fun. You can rent kayaks or paddleboards to explore the calm waters. The village itself is full of charm. You'll find cozy cafes and local shops. Don't miss Honey's Donuts. They're famous for good reason. Tourists should visit Deep Cove to escape the city buzz and enjoy nature. It's perfect for a day trip, offering both relaxation and adventure. Next, let's head to a world-famous mountain playground near Vancouver. Ever wondered what happens to ski resorts in summer? Our next destination challenges everything you think you know about mountain towns. Whistler isn't just a winter hotspot. It's a place that will change how you see mountain getaways forever. Whistler is a world-famous resort town near Vancouver. It's not just for skiing. Over 2 million people visit each year, even in summer. The village feels cozy, with lots of shops and restaurants. You can stay in fancy hotels or simple lodges. Whistler is a must-visit if you're in Vancouver. It's close enough for a day trip, but worth staying longer. You'll see why it's loved by both thrill seekers and those who just want to relax. Next, let's head back to Vancouver to explore some cultural spots. Vancouver's Chinatown holds a hidden gem. Our next stop is the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Classical Chinese Garden. It's the first real Chinese garden built outside of China. Step inside and you'll feel a world away from the busy streets outside. The garden is full of meaning. Every rock, plant, and building has a special purpose. You'll see bamboo, lotus flowers, and pine trees. These plants all have important meanings in Chinese culture. As you walk around, you'll notice pretty pavilions and bridges. They blend in perfectly with nature. Many visitors say the garden feels very peaceful. It's a great place to relax and think. You can learn about Chinese culture and enjoy the beauty around you. The garden also hosts events and classes to teach people more about Chinese traditions. If you're looking for a calm spot in the city, this garden is perfect. It's a little piece of China right in Vancouver. Next, let's check out some newer places where you can learn and have fun in the city. From ancient Chinese wisdom to cutting-edge science, Vancouver's thirst for knowledge takes many forms. Picture a giant silver ball and a modern-day Colosseum. What do these striking landmarks have in common? They're both gateways to discovery that attract over 1.4 million curious minds each year. Next on our list are Science World and the Vancouver Public Library. These buildings aren't just pretty to look at, they're packed with learning opportunities. Science World's big silver dome is hard to miss. Inside, you'll find fun exhibits that make science exciting for all ages. The library looks like a giant round building with lots of windows. It holds over 1.5 million books and other items. People come here to read, learn, and join community events. Both places show how Vancouver values education and creativity. Tourists should visit to see cool architecture and learn new things. Whether you're into science or stories, these spots have something for everyone. Now, let's head out of the city to see how Vancouver works with nature. Imagine a place where concrete meets wilderness and human ingenuity supports ancient animal instincts. At the Cleveland Dam and Capilano River Hatchery, you'll witness a delicate balance that keeps both the city and its salmon thriving. The Cleveland Dam, built in 1954, is more than just a concrete wall. It creates Capilano Lake, which gives clean water to over 2.5 million people in Vancouver. But the dam isn't just about people, it also helps the local salmon. Near the dam, you'll find the Capilano River Hatchery. This place is like a nursery for salmon. Every year, they release over 1 million young salmon into the river. This helps keep the salmon population strong. Tourists should visit to see how Vancouver balances city needs with nature. You can watch salmon swim upstream in the fall. There are also great hiking trails with views of the dam and river. It's a perfect mix of nature and human innovation. Next, let's head back to the city to explore Vancouver's famous food market. Have you ever wondered where the heart of Vancouver's food scene beats strongest? Picture a bustling market with over 50 vendors, where you can taste everything from smoked salmon to gourmet ice cream sandwiches. Welcome to Granville Island. This former industrial area has become a food lover's dream. The Granville Island Public Market is open every day from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's full of fresh produce, baked goods, and local specialties. You can find smoked salmon from Longliner Seafoods or try salted caramel ice cream sandwiches from The Bread Affair. But Granville Island isn't just about the market. You can also visit Canada's first microbrewery, Granville Island Brewing. They offer tours and tastings. Food tours are another great way to explore. You can learn about local foods and meet the people who make them. Granville Island draws millions of visitors each year. It's a must visit for anyone who loves food. Next, let's cross the water to another popular market with a view. You might think you've seen Vancouver's best market, but there's another hidden gem waiting across the harbor. Ever wondered what it's like to buy fresh produce with the entire city skyline as your backdrop? Let's explore Lonsdale Quay, where shopping meets sightseeing in the most unexpected way. Lonsdale Quay is North Vancouver's waterfront market. It's a mix of local charm and amazing views. You can buy fresh food, crafts, and souvenirs while looking at downtown Vancouver across the water. The market has over 80 shops and food spots. Try a bowl of soup at the Soupmeister's Nephew, a local favorite. Getting to Lonsdale Quay is part of the fun. Take the sea bus from downtown Vancouver. It's a 15-minute ride with great views of the city. Once you're there, don't miss the night market in summer. It happens on Friday evenings and adds to the area's appeal. Tourists should visit Lonsdale Quay to see a different side of Vancouver. It's a chance to shop like a local and enjoy amazing views at the same time. After exploring the market, let's head to Vancouver's beloved beaches. Think beaches are only for remote islands? Vancouver proves otherwise. Right in the heart of the city, there's a sandy paradise waiting. But these urban beaches offer something most tropical getaways can't: a unique blend of city energy and coastal calm. Next on our list are English Bay and Sunset Beach. These are Vancouver's most accessible urban beaches. You can walk there right from downtown. It's funny to see office workers in suits next to people in swimsuits. The beaches are busy and full of life, but just steps away are city streets with shops and cafes. The sunsets here are amazing. That's why locals love to gather in the evenings. Imagine watching the sun go down over the water with the city behind you. It's a special sight. Tourists should visit these beaches to see how Vancouver mixes city life with nature. You can swim, play, or just relax, all without leaving the city. Next, let's check out more beaches along Vancouver's western edge. What if you could find a beach that's both peaceful and exciting? Vancouver's western shoreline is home to two beaches that couldn't be more different. One is a quiet haven, the other a hub of activity. Yet both offer stunning mountain views and a taste of local life you won't find anywhere else. Jericho Beach is a calm spot loved by families. It's great for picnics and sailing. The views of the North Shore Mountains are amazing. Capilano Beach, or Kits as locals call it, is more lively. It's always busy with people playing sports or sunbathing. Kits Beach has Canada's longest saltwater pool. It's open from May to September and is very popular in summer. Jericho is better for water sports like kayaking. You can rent boats there too. Tourists should visit these beaches to see how locals enjoy summer. You can relax at Jericho or join the fun at Kits. Both show off Vancouver's beautiful mix of city and nature. Next, let's explore some even quieter beaches on the city's far west side. Ever wondered where you can walk on water in Vancouver? Just west of the city, there's a magical place where the sea seems to vanish twice a day. At Spanish Banks and Locarno Beach, nature puts on a show that will make you question your eyes. These beaches are quieter than others in Vancouver. They're perfect if you want to relax away from crowds. When the tide goes out, it leaves behind huge sandy flats. You can walk far out into what was once the sea. The views here are stunning. You can see the North Shore Mountains across the water. It's also a great place to spot wildlife. Many birds live here, and you might even see seals. Spanish Banks has areas where dogs can run free. This makes it popular with pet owners. Both beaches are good for activities like skimboarding and beach volleyball. These beaches feel more natural than others in the city. They're great for those who want a peaceful day by the sea. Next, let's discover some hidden beaches in Stanley Park. You've seen Vancouver's busy beaches, but did you know the city hides two coastal gems that even some locals haven't discovered? These spots in Stanley Park offer something you won't find anywhere else in the city. Next on our list are Second Beach and Third Beach in Stanley Park. These beaches are more hidden than others in Vancouver. Second Beach has a heated outdoor pool that's open from May to September. It's great for families who want to swim in warm water. Third Beach is known for its amazing sunsets. Many locals come here for evening picnics. Both beaches are part of Stanley Park's Seawall. You can walk, jog, or bike to reach them. Tourists should visit these beaches to see a quieter side of Vancouver. You can swim, relax, or watch the sun go down. It's a great way to enjoy nature without leaving the city. After seeing these coastal spots, let's check out some of Vancouver's beautiful gardens. Imagine standing at the highest point in Vancouver, surrounded by roses and rare birds. Queen Elizabeth Park offers views that will take your breath away, but there's more to this garden than meets the eye. Let's explore the hidden wonders of Vancouver's horticultural gem. Queen Elizabeth Park wasn't always so pretty. It used to be a rock quarry. Now it's a beautiful 128-acre park with amazing gardens. The Bloedel Conservatory is a big dome full of tropical plants and colorful birds. It's like a mini rainforest in the city. The park's quarry gardens are special. They use the old quarry to grow plants that like different climates. You'll see lots of flowers, including over 3,000 rose bushes. In spring, cherry blossoms paint the park pink. Tourists should visit for the great city views and beautiful gardens. It's a peaceful break from the busy city. Next, let's look at another special garden in Vancouver. While Queen Elizabeth Park offers stunning city views, our next stop takes us on a journey through time and around the world, all within the bounds of a single garden. Did you know that Vancouver is home to a living museum with over 100 years of history and 7,500 plant species from across the globe? Next on our list is the UBC Botanical Garden. It's Canada's oldest university botanic garden, started in 1916. The garden covers 44 hectares and has plants from all over the world. One cool part is the canopy walkway. It lets you walk high up in the trees. There's also a Japanese tea house that shows how plants fit into different cultures. The garden does important work to save rare plants. It's not just pretty, it's a place where scientists study how plants grow and change. Tourists should visit to see beautiful plants and learn about nature. It's a peaceful spot away from the busy city. After exploring this living plant library, let's check out another of Vancouver's amazing gardens. Imagine a place where a golf course turned into a global garden. Van Dusen Botanical Garden isn't just pretty. It's a 55-acre puzzle of plants from around the world. But what makes this garden truly stand out from the rest? Van Dusen is home to over 7,500 plant species. The garden opened in 1975 on an old golf course. Now, it's a green wonderland in the heart of Vancouver. One of the most fun parts is the hedge maze. You can get lost in nature, quite literally. Tourists should visit Van Dusen to see how a city can blend nature and fun. It's a peaceful place where you can learn about plants and enjoy beauty all year round. As we leave this garden oasis, let's head to Vancouver's most famous park, a true urban forest by the sea. From a garden wonderland, we now step into a park so vast and diverse, it's like entering another world. What makes Stanley Park not just the lungs of Vancouver, but its beating heart? The answer lies in its unique blend of nature, history, and breathtaking views. Next on our list is Stanley Park, one of the world's best urban parks. It covers over 1,000 acres and is almost entirely surrounded by water. The park is home to over 500,000 trees and supports around 500 species of wildlife. One of the park's gems is Lost Lagoon, a peaceful lake where you can watch birds. At Prospect Point, you can see stunning views of the Lions Gate Bridge and the North Shore Mountains. The bridge itself is a sight to behold, connecting Vancouver to the North Shore. Tourists should visit Stanley Park to experience Vancouver's natural beauty up close. It's a place where you can relax, learn about nature, and enjoy amazing views all in one spot. But there's even more to discover in this urban oasis. Let's explore some of the park's other attractions. Stanley Park holds more secrets than meets the eye. Did you know it's home to a structure that's not only a beacon for ships, but also for photographers worldwide? This iconic landmark is just the start of the park's hidden treasures. The Brockton Point Lighthouse, built in 1914, is one of Canada's most photographed lighthouses. It stands as a symbol of Vancouver's rich maritime history. Near the lighthouse, you'll find another important site: the totem poles. These aren't just pretty carvings. They tell stories of First Nations peoples and their cultures. For a unique way to see the park, try the horse-drawn tours. These rides cover about 1.5 miles and show you key spots like Lost Lagoon. Tour guides share fun facts about the park's history and nature as you go. Tourists should visit to learn about Vancouver's past and enjoy its beauty. After exploring Stanley Park's wonders, let's head to the mountains for more adventure. Vancouver's not just about sea-level fun. Next on our list is Grouse Mountain, the city's closest alpine playground. Just 15 minutes from downtown, it offers year-round adventures. The Skyride gondola takes you to the top in just 8 minutes. From there, you'll see amazing views of the city and mountains. In winter, you can ski and snowboard. Summer brings hiking and ziplining. For a real challenge, try the Grouse Grind. This steep 3-kilometer hike is nicknamed Mother Nature's Stairmaster. It's tough but rewarding. Tourists should visit Grouse Mountain to experience Vancouver's wild side without going far from the city. It's perfect for both thrill seekers and those who just want to enjoy the views. Ready for more mountain adventures? Let's explore some even more exciting spots near Vancouver. Imagine walking on a narrow bridge high above a rushing river. Vancouver offers 2 amazing chances to do this. One is free and one costs money. Let's check them out. Lynn Canyon Suspension Bridge is the free option. It's 50 meters above the canyon. The bridge moves a bit as you walk, which adds to the fun. Many people like it because it's less crowded and feels more natural. Capilano Suspension Bridge is bigger and costs money to visit. It's 137 meters long and 70 meters high. This park has more to do, like walking on treetop bridges, but it can get busy during peak times. Both bridges give you great views of the forest. You can see waterfalls and feel close to nature. It's a thrilling way to see Vancouver's beautiful forests. After these high-flying adventures, let's take a drive to see more of Vancouver's amazing views. Vancouver's beauty isn't just in the city. What if I told you there's a road where ocean views suddenly turn into towering mountains? The Sea to Sky Highway isn't your average drive. It's a journey that shows off nature's most dramatic costume change. This 40-mile stretch from Vancouver to Whistler is our last stop on the list. It's easy to get to, but the views are wild. As you drive, you'll see the scenery change fast. You start with ocean views, then suddenly you're surrounded by mountains. Locals say this drive is a must-do for anyone visiting Vancouver. It shows off the best of BC's natural beauty. As we end our tour of Vancouver's top spots, let's think about what makes this city so special. We've seen so much of Vancouver, from busy city streets to quiet forests. This city really has it all. You can shop, hike, and eat great food all in one day. If you're thinking about a trip, now's the time to plan. Come see why so many people love Vancouver. It's a place that will surprise and delight you. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments which spot in Vancouver you want to visit first.